Years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
It's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Smith. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the...
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Using his legs, it's Lacy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the air, it's Simmons. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to a running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after... INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
quarterback run is part of their game plan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll try the right side. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Finds a little space. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have what you guys playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's St. Clair. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. On the option. And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
A run for the quarterback. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to surge it in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing, if I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw at Simmons. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Finding an escape route. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tulane. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the edge on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. They'll try to get outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. To the air. It's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Snags it over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Bringing the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Fires it down the seam. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the ground, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's St. Clair. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
They want to run this quarterback. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that drive covered 40 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
This one's complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes a grab for a big play. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Ray. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. He's running free down the